everyone, and welcome to Limeout, a show where 12 competitors compete in 4 courses to win 1 shiny diamond. Yep, that's right, you heard me. And I'm also followed by my silent co-host over here, Nathan Olive, and he's going to show you that our first competitor might be a little bit more than strange. Now, it's fun to watch a chicken talk, but how about we see a chicken run as he starts his course? Seems like he's standing still and he jumps into the water finally, taking a while there. Now the gobbledygooker onto our first obstacle here. He seems to be stopping on this first topple tower, and oh no, falls on the first one! Now onto the sucker punch. He's making this look pretty easy, but he's getting hit quite a lot, and he makes it past with ease. Now onto the big balls. Now this, as we all know, is a very challenging obstacle, so we should see how they go through it. Oh, and he might make it. He makes it. Now onto the forks of doom here. Let's see how he does. No, and he clips through the fork. Oh, that's strange, but he finishes with a decent time of 1 minute and 50 seconds. Now our next competitor, Jazzy Doodles. He's a jazz artist and also an actor. As you see, oh no, and he falls on the pitchforks. Let's see what it was with the meeting. But although he says he doesn't win, he jumps in with a great time. If it wasn't the worst time for a Glizzy Goblin not to show up, it's a real-life Glizzy on the course. Sadly, though, the interview didn't go quite as well, as the Glizzy goes chasing after the Gobbledygooker. Let's see him run. So he starts off with pretty good time. He's not stopping or punching with the rolls. First obstacle that he's on, he makes it to the... Oh, no! Oh, what? What? He, bounced in and out of the water. What just happened? Let's get that replay in. Now, he looks like he's struggling to get out of the water, but he sees the Gobbledygooker, and now he's determined to make it through. He then goes over to the sucker punch wall as he gets punched. Oh no, and he barely misses. Now he's over to the dreaded big balls. Now, we saw our first competitor make it, and our second competitor. Will he beat the third one today? Makes it to the third one. And the fourth, no, what? He just fell. I'll see that again. Alright, now onto the pitchforks. Let's see how he does. He makes it to the first one, and no, he falls on the second. And he barely misses the jump. Oh man, now he has to swim over to here. He finishes with a time of 2 minutes and 1 second. Yeah, you said it, man. I mean, look at this guy. Slam Slime fails on the first obstacle and the second obstacle. And coming over to the big balls, he falls and he slides. I'm going to watch that again. All right, and again. Come on again. I'm pressing the controller as fast as I can. Oh, fine. Oh, and he fails on the fourth one. And the fifth one he fails, but he walks in because he doesn't care. The past few interviews haven't been going too great, as we have one of the other contestants interrupting our show. And, well, after that, he seems pretty stunned, has nothing else to really say. And he is off on the course now onto the topple towers. He seems to be making a pretty good time here, catching onto each one and sliding up. And now onto the sucker punch wall, which has not taken out too many competitors today and has only taken out 2 of the 6 that we've shown so far. Now, oh, he makes it past. And onto the pitchforks of doom. He's coming over. He's made it to the second pitchfork. Oh man, this is crazy. If he can make it to that third one, that'd be great. No, and he falls. Oh man, what a tragic story as he swishes. No net at all. Alright, well, that concludes the qualifier. Now, we should see who's moving on. Isn't that right? Alright, well, now let's move on and see who's competing in this course here. Also, I want to say sorry to Steve Otron, I lost your footage. Now, moving on is Limelight, who blazed through this course. Jazzy Doodles, who did pretty decent, but not enough to get first. Steve Otron at third with missing footage. The Gobbledygooker, MT Samurai, Oliver the Glizzy, and Slam Slime. Let's see who can take over the sweeper first as we start our first round. Alright, Slam Slime taken out in the first hit. And also Stevatron coming up next to turn on the sweeper here. And oh no, he gets knocked off too. It looks like he was AFK. Now the NT Samurai and Oliver the Glizzy now on their jumps. And Jazzy Doodles also falls, leaving only 2 left. Let's see who's gonna get the first move on. Oliver the Glizzy seems to be doing good here, but so does Gobbledygooker. And they seem to both have a pretty steady pace here. Now, all it would take is one slip up though to make one of them fall. Oh man, seems like it's a pretty tight game here. Who's gonna make it? And, oh no! Oliver! He just slipped off. He even made the jump, he just kind of jumped off the side. What just happened there? Alright, well, that leaves the Chicken Man to move on. Alright, on to our other round. Oh, Jazzy Doodles takes a tumble. And oh no, so does Limelight. What just happened? He just clipped through the block. Oh man, and oh, Slam Slime falls, leaving the Glizzy left to spare. Now on to our final round here. Everyone seems to be getting ready. And the first person has to jump on. Now they have. And they're making a steady pace here. Everyone seems to get their mental state ready. Nobody wants to fail now because if you fall, it's good riddance to you. Now, whoever's the first to jump does get a 2 unshiny diamond bonus. Oh, and he clipped off of the block. He gets a redo, but not Limelight as he falls too. And now Jazzy Doodles, who got on late, which means that he is definitely eliminated. Or at least disqualified. Oh, and he falls again. That means Jazzy Doodles, if something bad were to happen to Mr. Steve Otron, Jazzy Doodles would move on, which is pretty darn cool. Now moving on is NT Samurai, Oliver the Glizzy, and Stevatron. But Stevatron had a power outage, so Jazzy Doodles gets to move on. Let's see their runs. Also, after last round's 7-minute run, we'd like to cut down the time so that you only get 5 minutes and 30 seconds to do the course. Now up first on our course, oh, the Gobbledygooker gets pushed off, but a bad start, and he's forced to swim over to the side. He looks like he's stalling here, just like in the first round, and he is climbing up. He's running up to start the course here, and he makes it to the oh no, and he falls. Let's just skip ahead a little bit. 2 minutes in, he's still stuck on this first obstacle. Now this is kind of tragic here. And no, he falls again. 5 minutes in, there's no chance of him even being able to finish this course. I mean, look at this. It's kind of sad at this point. He's at a 12-minute and 14 run, but eventually at 25 seconds, he does make it over. And oh no, and he's timed out. But just in case you're wondering, he did actually finish the entire course with a time of 10 minutes and 14 seconds. Now our next competitor, Oliver the Glizzy, is now stepping up to play. He has to stand still, and oh, he gets launched out. Bad start as well, but not as bad as the first run, as he gets up at a time of 7 seconds, which is a lot better than the Gobbledygookers, who spent a lot of, oh no, and he's fallen. This is not great. In fact, it could be considered horrible, but I mean, last round we had a lot worse, so we can't really complain here. Now, eventually at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, he picks up his game and finally starts to get a move on as he makes it to the second one. And then hopefully, yes, the third one. And can we get this final one right here? If he hits this final one, he's home free. Yes, he's made it. And will he be able to jump? Yes, he makes it. He runs over, but that's okay. He hit the checkpoint. This is a perfect run. And by all means, it's doing better than the gobbledygooker. Now on to the gears. A lot of people struggled with this last episode. But he should be able to... No, what is he doing? He tried to go for like a basic jump. You have to jump like that. I don't know who taught him. No! I'm trying to figure out who taught him basic Minecraft parkour. But this is just not it. Now he makes it at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And now onto the chicken wall, which we haven't seen run yet. It shoots eggs everywhere. The gobbledygook looks kind of shocked at this obstacle. Oh! And Oliver finally makes it. I gotta break that because it causes a lot of lag. And the Glizzy finally... Oh no, he misses his jump. We wait a while again. And eventually, once we hit the time of 4 minutes and 50 seconds, he finally makes it over that one jump. And oh, he makes the roundabout jump. Now all he has to do is complete the trampoline and the pole grasper, and he should be set to win. Yes, he's doing it. He's making it up. Oh no, he could time out. If he doesn't time this perfectly, 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the dot. Oh my god. Now our next competitor is Jazzy Doodles. Let's see if he can top that time, which is the only time to beat as of right now. He pops off with a great start, launching himself onto the block. And although he is one of the people to fall susceptible to the grinders, he eventually is able to make it through. At a time of 2 minutes, he makes it past the first obstacle, which so far has legitimately been better than the other players. Oh, and he runs off the side. That's, yeah, that's just, yeah. And now he's headed over to the, Flipsy Daisies. He falls on the first possible jump, and now coming back, and he seems to be flying across this part of the course. All he has to do is just make it to this platform, and he'll be the fastest one to cross this. Yes, only at 4 minutes has he crossed this exact part of the course. Now this is great because now he has a whole entire 30 seconds to complete the rest of this Minecraft. He has a whole entire minute to complete the rest of this course, which I think should be more than enough, as this is the easiest one. Oh no! He gets taken out by the chicken crosser. This is not going too great. Alright. He's standing still. Oh! He's jumping across. He makes it. Now onto the flippity-doo-dah and makes it across the 360 jump. And, oh, he might make it. He jumps down. If this all comes down to these final seconds, if he fails right now, it's all over for him. He makes it onto the pole, and he goes up and up. Oh god, if he falls off from this tidal wave, and he makes it with barely beating him by just 8 seconds. This is insane.